You smell that? Of course you don't.
What is it? Wave high. Pretty cool.
Hey guys, your buddy Ron, and we're back for another Homebrew Wednesday. But this time, I am gonna go low tech this week so that I can squeeze some time out. I'm really busy with a few projects that I have on hand, and some sponsor responsibilities for my other channel. So time's a little short for me, but I do have a ton of updates for the beer because the beer continually is brewing in the background, and that's something that I figured out, is that, you know, the ferment is always going to go on, and you've just got to find a way to keep yourself busy so that you don't get impatient with the beer. So that's something that I'm very good at, is keeping busy with the number of different projects. So the first one is kind of fun. You know what my other hobby is trains. Well, I got this old broken down jalopy train, and my microphone, my dirty, crappy... Somebody's got to clean this damn thing. Oh my god, is it ever dirty. Got coffee splatter from my mustache on it. Son of a bitch. Anyways, the stand broke on it, so I kind of glued it to the bottom. I'm going to make this into something here. I'm a creative guy, so don't expect things to be like normal around here. Let's start off with the piece of paper, because we've got a lot of things to bring to you today. So let's start off with, this episode is brought to you by Tunnel Bear. We all want to surf the web in total privacy mode. Tunnel Bear is an extremely fast and cheap, or even free way to protect your IP and data from unwanted spying. Ignore cookies, mock censorship, watch American Netflix from any country. Click the link in the description below to try Tunnel Bear free today. So, I think like most of you out there, when you get an idea, what you do is you go onto YouTube and you do some research for it. You check things out, right? Well, I had an idea, and I searched on YouTube, and I really didn't find a lot of information on it. Well, up until last week. And it's not such a bad thing that it happened. It's kind of really cool. It kind of opens me up, takes some things off my mind, and it allows me to take this project of making beer and getting my special beer taste, and you know, being able to relax with it, because I've got like 20 million ideas and I want to do them today, goddammit. But last week, Craig Fairway announced on his Homebrew Wednesday that came out on Friday. Craig, whatever, you can do what you want, buddy. You're the king of homebrew. He stated that he was brewing with herbal tea. Well, immediately my small mind thought, how did he know? Of course he didn't know I was planning this all along, but I did. Anyways, that's not a bad thing, because now I'm able to watch this conversation grow, and I can move on to plan number 2. So what is plan number 2? I've got it all written down here. So I'm surrounded by seasonal flavors. And the more I learn about beer, the more I hear about European summer and winter brews. Well, I don't know what season this beer I am making is going to be for, but it'll be different for sure. Maple tree sap is a sweetened water. It isn't really sweet. It's just like sweet to the taste. It's like a light sugar water. So, and just down the road, I've got a sugar. Well, my buddy has a sugar bush, and his trees are all tapped, and the sugar sap is flowing now. He said that the place is so busy, and he's just not interested in me bringing cameras down there, which is, you know, his prerogative. People aren't really keen on being recorded by amateurs, and I'm clearly an amateur. So that's kind of something that's really hard about this YouTube thing, is actually getting people to speak or come on camera and stuff like that. And that's a really weird thing, because I'm a person who suffers from a lot of anxiety, and you know, holding this camera in the room by myself is a whole bunch different than going out in public and recording. And I'm sure that 85 to 90% of all you people watching this video are exactly the same. Not many of us are so egotistical to be able to just pop out our chest and just fly in there, you know. It's part of the reason why I grew the beard, I'm telling you. This beard is like a symbiotic relationship with me. It's like this narcissist is on my chin, and the rest of me is really nervous. But anyways, I'm going to take this sugar water, and I want to start with I've come down to what beer I like best. A buddy of mine in Lucan is drinking the Cooper's Canadian Blonde right now at the moment, and I think it's a fantastic tasting beer. And he gave me a couple of beers to drink and ponder over this thing with, and I like it. So we're gonna try to make our pale ale beer with sugar water and see what it tastes like. Just basic sugar water, nothing else added, no wood chips, none of that garbage, just the sugar water, just to see what that small batch of beer will taste like. So that's what my gig is now. Thanks, Craig. You kind of settled my mind. So that's it for the intro. It's time to drink some beer. Be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to put you here for a moment. It's going to be a little bit low tech. You're okay with low tech, right? So we're going to taste my pale ale. So my buddies came over last night and we drank a few pints. And it's a pretty good beer. And we've got a name for it. Sorry for being so shaky. Let me go try to get... I'm going to go get that camera stand. I'll be right back. Okay. So I don't want you looking at my forehead. I don't want you looking at my pants. I don't know if you're looking at the ceiling or what, but we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm usually standing up over top of a model saying, hey, this is how you do this, this is how you do this. This is kind of like the separate, this is like the model looking at me. You guys are all the models. So, I called this beer, sorry for the ladies out there, the bitch don't give head. A little bit of a carbonation, but I really screwed the carbonation up, as you can see. Well, actually, this bottle's been opened up and closed over a couple of days, so it's even worse than before. But couple of points. The first point is that I've been leaving this in the closet because it's a closet. It seems like a closet beer to me. Something that I've always done over the years is left some beers in the closet because I really liked it when their flavors came out, like Labatt's Blue. A lot of people think it's weird. A lot of people turn their nose up at it. A lot of people, you know, can't even take the idea of drinking it that way. But my Labatt's Blue comes out of the closet, room temperature, and it's a real... I kind of liken it to, you know, jumping off the hay wagon in August and drinking a Coca-Cola. You know when it kind of hurts in the top of your nose and it's just like, oh, refreshing. That's a warm blue to me. So this is not a blue. It's not a Pilsner. It's the American Pale Ale by Alfred's. I basically ruined it. It's my first batch of beer, but it still tastes good. And it's still got a bite to it. Like, the conversation degenerated last night into great and wondrous things that will never be retold. So, the beer has a nice flavor, nothing very off about the flavor. There's not much in the terms of bubbles, which is the major screw up of this beer. However, that kind of showed me that being overcarbonated is kind of... you know, it's not the best quality of a beer all the time, you know? And maybe it is one of the best qualities of a piss beer because, you know, you need something more just to fill in the gaps, right? So I love it's that traditional beer smell in here. American Pale Ale. This batch is going to be used in cooking a lot, I guess. Wow. It's actually going to be used a lot in the glass until the IPA comes out of the bucket. Let's just put it that way. So another 2 weeks and then it'll be cooking beer. So that's today's update. And not bad. Not bad. I'm not going to share this with anybody. No bottles going out in the mail for this one. But... so, that's this week's update. Like I said, it was a little low tech. I really didn't have a lot of time to be doing, rendering, intros for this week and stuff like that. That it just takes a couple of hours to do. And I only do it because I love to do it. It's not because I have to do it, you know. So, I hope you don't mind the fact that we've brought sponsors onto the channel. You could either be the kind of YouTuber who asks for, people to give you money all the time, or you could just be the kind of person who makes the kind of content to get people to give you stuff all the time without asking. I'm not like that. I don't want to ask. I don't want to don't ask. I just want to get you my idea of a sponsorship. My idea of a good sponsor is when you get something that people can use. Like Helicon Focus is a photo stacker that makes very clear photos, right? And Tunnel Bear hides what you're doing on the internet from the authorities. Doesn't matter which country you are in the world. You could be in Iraq or China. And case in point, if you want to watch anything in China that's not censored, you have to use a VPN like Tunnel Bear. So that's why I brought that sponsor on. It's not a fly-by-night sponsor. I had to apply for it. It took a week to get my acceptance. So they're legit. And Helicon Focus, they're legit too. I've been working with them for about 1.5 years now. So when I do little sponsor roles and stuff like that, it's not some fly-by-night company. It's a real product, and it's something I think that most of you can use. You know, you don't want your government knowing what kind of porn you like. Could be weird shit. I don't know. So does the sight of a naked toe get y'all excited? Or maybe it's the sunny beer glass. Is there beer porn? I guess that's where this one ends. See you later, guys.